it sounds a little bit better than 40, right? Instead of retiring with 40% of your income, why not retire with 100% of your income? D.L.Morgan. I'm the CEO of the Family Insurance, and welcome to another episode of Black Money, your favorite show on LinkedIn, where we talk about all things finance that we can benefit from starting today. Now, on this one, I want to go over a concept that many of you heard of before, but I'm sure many of you have not heard of before, and that is the 40-40-40 rule, right? Now, what is the 40-40-40 rule, right? Now, what that says, what this means is essentially you will work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life, and you will retire with 40% of your total income, right? That is what the 40-40-40 rule means. 40 hours a week, you will work every single week. You will work for 40 years, and when you retire, you will have 40% of your income that you can then live off of. Now, to me personally, it does not sound like a winning formula, but it is the formula that has been set in place by the powers that be, by the government, by the corporations, and they said, this is what we are going to give you. Now, I believe a much better, a much more lucrative concept or rule or allocation would be 40-40-100. Now, 40-40-100, it sounds a little bit better than 40-40-40, right? Instead of retiring with 40% of your income, why not retire with 100% of your income? Some of you might be saying, especially the tax professionals, that's impossible. How exactly can you do that? There's no way you can have 100% of your income because the government is going to tax it. Right. You're absolutely right. The government always taxes income, but that is the key word here, income. You know what is not taxable and what is not considered income? Your cash value on a life insurance policy. There are no taxes because it is not considered income, right? If instead you did the 40-40-100, you would then be able to work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life and retire with 100% of your money inside of a cash value life insurance policy, right? And you can use that money, access it whenever you want. You don't have to be 59 and a half or 62 or 63 or 70. You can take that money out at any time, right? And then when you take that money out, you do not get penalized or taxed for it. Hence why all of that money that is in there is yours. Now in the 40-40-40, you work 40 hours, 40 years of your life, let's say you make $100,000 a year, you're going to retire with 40% of that, right? $40,000, right? And you're going to have to live off of this, which, you're cutting your income by half plus an additional 10%, right? 60% of your income is now gone in taxes, right? Now, again, that does not sound like a winning formula. Now, instead, you have 40-40-100, you make $100,000 a year. If you were contributing consistently into this policy, into this cash value life insurance policy, and we set it up the right way, because it's important that you work with someone who knows what they're doing so that it's set up the right way, that 100,000 would be 100,000. And the best part about it is, unlike your 401k, unlike your IRAs, you don't have any risk of loss. So even if the market crashes like in 2008, the people who had their money in their 401k, they retired and they had nothing, right? If instead they had their money into the cash value life insurance policy, they would be able to retire peacefully, knowing that their money would never do this, because there's a floor that prevents them from losing money, but there's no ceiling, that they can make as much as they want to. So that is the 40-40-100 rule. Now, we can do this. You can do this. It's super simple. You don't have to do anything fancy. All you would do is just, instead of contributing your retirement to a 401k or IRA or savings account or wherever you've been putting your money into, you just would contribute it into a cash value life insurance policy, and you would not have to pay taxes once you retire. If this sounds like something that you're interested in or something you want to learn more about, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Until next time, we'll talk to you.